Hello students, welcome. Today in this class we will start a new chapter of supplementary reader and the chapter name is I Want Something in a Cage. And in this story we are going to read about the pet shop of Mr. Purcell and the customer who had come in the shop. So Mr. Purcell was a short-heighted person. He used magnified glasses and he had melon-like stomach. And he used glasses, and because of using glasses, he looked like a genial, cheerful owl. What had happened? One day a customer came in his shop and he purchased 2 doves and he had freed the doves. And when he had freed the doves, Mr. Purcell became surprised that why he had freed the doves. The person who had freed the doves, who had spent 10 years in the prison and he had earned $5, and he purchased the doves and freed them because he understood the importance of the freedom. He wanted to make something free. The condition of Mr. Purcell's shop was there was rustling, squealing, chirping, twittering, the sounds of birds. Different type of sounds were produced in the shop, but he was not disturbed by these sounds. He was only feeling just like a ticking of a clock, ticking sound of a clock. He sold birds, cats, dogs. He prescribed remedies for the birds' canaries. He sold fish food, and he also sold bird seed. So what had happened in the story? We will start in the chapter in para number 1st. Come on, in para number 1st. Mr. Purcell didn't believe in ghosts. Nevertheless, the man who brought the 2 doves and his strange act immediately thereafter left him with a distinct sense of the uncanny, as though behind his departed customer there had lingered the musty smell of an abandoned haunted house. Students, we have to come on the para number 1st. You know that Mr. Purcell did not believe in ghosts. Nevertheless, in spite of that, the man means the customer who bought the 2 doves and his strange act immediately thereafter left him with a distinct sense of the uncanny. And the strange act of the customer left him with a distinct sense. Distinct sense means clear sense of the uncanny. Uncanny means unusual. The unusual act of the customer make him surprised Mr. Purcell. His strange act, unusual act to make the bird free. As though behind his departed customer there had lingered the musty smell of an abandoned haunted house. And what had happened? As though behind his departed customer, and when the customer departed, left the shop, there had lingered, stayed. What had stayed in the shop? The musty smell. The musty means bad taste of smell. There was a bad smell of an abandoned means deserted, where no one live. haunted house. So in this sense that when the customer had left the shop was looked like a haunted house, and there was foul smell, bad smell was produced there, and the shop was looking, it was felt by Mr. Purcell that the shop was the place of the ghost house, haunted house. Come on, para number second. Mr. Purcell was a small, fussy man, red cheeks and a tight melon stomach. Large glasses magnified his eyes so as to give him the appearance of a wise and genial owl. He owned a pet shop. He sold cats and dogs and monkeys. He dealt in fish, food and bird seed, prescribed remedies for ailing canaries, and displayed on his shelves long rows of ornate and gilded cages. He considered himself something of a professional man. In the second paragraph, Mr. Purcell, it was described about the personality of Mr. Purcell. He was small in height, fussy man, and he was fussy man making a fuss, means who was in motion. He was in motion. He was always active, and he had red cheeks and tight melon stomach, and his stomach looked like like in melon shape. And he used large magnified glasses, and because of using magnified glasses he was looking, his appearance was just like a wise and genial owl. Genial means cheerful. He was looking, because of using glasses, he was looking just like a genial, cheerful owl. Understand? He owned a pet shop. He had a pet shop, and he also sold cat, dogs, monkeys, and he dealt in fish, food and bird seed. Also he sold what? Fish food, bird seed, and he also prescribed remedies. Remedies means cure for ailing canaries. Ailing means suffering. Canary is a type of bird. For the birds, canaries birds, he also prescribed cures, remedies. He also prescribed, suggested cures, how to cure the birds. Understand? Canaries bird. And displayed on his shelves long rows of ornate and gilded cage. And we can see, anyone can see, could see on his shelves in the shop what? Rows of ornate. Ornate means decorated. Decorated, gilded. Gilded means, what are you understanding here? Gilded means golden colored. You could see golden colored cases. Understand? He considered himself something of a professional man, and he considered himself just like a professional man. So in this paragraph, second paragraph, we had known about the personality of Mr. Purcell and about his pet shop, that he sold birds, monkeys, cats, dog, and he also sold food for birds, seed for fish. He prescribed remedies for ailing birds, canaries, and afterward he had ornated golden colored cages that were kept on the shelves in rows. Understand? Afterward we will come on para number 3. Students, come on para number 3. A constant stir of movement pervaded his shop. Whispered, twitters, sly, rustling, squeals, chips, and sudden squeaks. Small feet scampered in frantic circles, frightened, bewildered, blindly seeking. Across the shelves pulsed this endless flicker of life, but the customers who came in said, "Are not they cute? Look at that little case, they are sweet." And Mr. Purcell himself would smile and briskly rub his hands and emphatically shake his head. In this paragraph, we get that when anybody would enter in his shop, they could get there what? A constant stir of movement. Constant stir means the movement that is always continued. The movement, flicker of movement, and the movement in his shop pervaded, spread throughout. In his shop, anybody could get something in motion. Which type of motion? What? His shop whispered, twitters, sly rustling, squeals, chirps, and sudden squeaks. Whispered twitters, whispering sound, muttering sound, twittering sounds of bird, and sly rustling. Sly means secret. Rustling. Rustling is a sound. Which type of sound is rustling? Fast moving sound. We can hear rustling sound when the leaves fall, dry leaves fall. So such type of sounds anyone can listen, anyone could listen who entered in his shop. Squeals. Squeals is also a type of sound that are produced by birds and animals. Chip, that is the sound of bird. Chip, sounds of bird, and afterward a bird cry, and sudden squeaks, high pitched sound, high pitched cry, squeak. So when anybody could enter in his shop, could listen such type of sound, whispering, twittering, sly, rustling, squeaking, understand, chirping, and small feet scampered in frantic circle, frightened, bewildered, blindly seeking. And small feet scampered. Small feet means the small feet of Mr. Purcell, who looked scampered means who Mr. Purcell ran impulsively, means he was running here and there without any reason in his shop, and he was frightened, afraid of. He was also scampered in frantic circle. He was looking frantic, frightened. He was going here and there and making a circle. Understand? And he was searching blindly something, seeking something. He was looking bewildered, confused. Understand? And across the shelves pulsed this endless flicker of light. And across the shelves in the shop pulsed this endless flicker of light. Pulsed means the small birds who were kept on the shelves in the cages, they were in flicker, they were in motion, they were beating. Understand? And but the customers who came in said, "Are not they cute?" And when the customers came in his shop, they said that, "Are not they cute?" About the birds who were kept in ornated, decorated, glided, golden colored cages. "Look at that little cage, they are sweet." The customer said that, "Look at the little cage, that are sweet." And Mr. Purcell himself would smile and briskly rub his hands and emphatically shake his head. And afterward, when any customer would praise the birds who were kept, which were kept, the birds who were kept, that were kept, we will use that here, understand? We will use who for person and that for plants. We can use also animals and for person also. So, who came there, the customer who came there, they praised the birds, and afterward Mr. Purcell became agree to them, and afterward he would smile and briskly rub his hands. Briskly means fastly he would rub his hands and emphatically, forcefully shake his head. So in this paragraph we know about the condition of Mr. Purcell's shop. After entering, there were different type of sounds. Bewildered sound, the sounds of birds rustling, squeaking, twittering, chirping, chipping, and we will get in this paragraph that Mr. Purcell was frightened, he was bewildered, confused, he was going here and there in his shop, and he was looking something that were kept on the shelf in cases, and when the customer came they praised about the birds which were kept in the cases, and afterward Mr. Purcell became agree to them and he also praised, and he rubbed his hands fastly, he would smile and shake, and he shook hands with the customer. So I hope that you have understood all this clearly. Thanks for watching the video.